right, guys, welcome back to the Knives Fast channel, and this video is called This Old Pattern Still Works, the Rosecraft Lick Creek Loom Fixer. And of course, this is a swayback with a sheep's foot blade. Lick Creek Loom Fixer, and there are two versions. They just have different cover material, but there they are. And we're going to jump right into these. Now, there's going to be a little chatty here at the beginning because it's interesting. These are based on a very old case pattern, again, called the Loom Fixer. And I did a little research. It looks like these go back as far as the 20s from case. And they seem to be called the Loom Fixer because people that worked in mills and different plants really gravitated towards this blade. Now, towards this pattern. They used it, if you were working on a milling machine or like a loom machine, you could use this to cut free all of the fabric fibers that had gotten caught in the teeth and all those different things. And so it had that forward tip for utility cutting where you could get in there and dig out those fibers and cut them free when things got gunked up and backed up. So that makes a lot of stinking sense if you ask me. Now, it is a larger version of a swayback. Swaybacks are usually a little bit smaller than this. I feel like, to me, this is a little bigger. And it has a very unique shape. Now, some of you that don't, like short blade to handle ratios, you'll wonder about this. But I think, again, the purpose is to give me that full 4-finger grip in the hand here that a swayback pattern can give, kind of dig into that part of your palm and then have that right size blade for the job. But just really cool. Now, we have two versions. This is genuine rosewood, and we have silver pins. We have a silver diamond shield. First time they've used the diamond. Single fluted bolster. Beautifully done. Great grain. It is contoured. And then we have, I'm going to get my laptop so I don't butcher. It's Rose Madder Red Bone, I think is what we're calling that. M-A-D-D-E-R. Rose Madder red bone. Now you can see the shininess and the graininess of the bone. I'm gonna get this other knife out of here so we focus. Every time it's shiny like this, we have a hard time with focus. See that shine from the light. But again, these are both D2 on the blade. This one also has the nickel silver pins and the bolster there. Look at the beautiful, let's look at the back springs on both of these. How pretty is that? Done really, really well. Again, Rosecraft blades are made in China. We do not know what factory. Andy hasn't released that information. But, it is what it is. They do a fantastic job, whoever they are. Now, these are right in that 60 to 62 range. I believe hold on, we're going to get it. It is... I'm just having all kinds of problems here. $62.99 for the Rose Madder Red Bone and $60.99 for the genuine rosewood. So really, really interesting indeed. Both are D2 blades. Now, again, what I like about this one is you've got that sheep's foot blade that's perfect for that low tip to get into stuff and also to slice, of course. So got a long piece here. Let's just, there was a cut already started. No, that's not a good piece. It's all flimsy. Flimsy cardboard just doesn't do the trick when you're trying to cut. So, but there you go. I knew they would cut really well. Let's do the other one too, just for the fun of it. Now the blades are going to be gunked up because I'm cutting through tape. Very, very cool indeed. Great knife. Really digging that a lot. Very nice. Now, a lot of people don't like a swayback handle, but here's what I'm going to say. So what's happening here when I'm gripping this is that upswept end of the handle here is coming right into that swell of my, that notch, the swell of my hand. And then I'm coming right up on the end of the tang here, and that is cutting really, really well. So I end up holding it kind of like this rather than like this. Now you can hold it like this, but to me, this feels magical. Yes, I said magical because it does. It feels really, really nice. Now you do have a nail nick on just the show side here, if you will, but it is very pinchable. This is one of the most pinchable Rosecraft knives there is. To me, I'm not even fooling with the nail nick. Now you can, it works well, and it's dialed for a nail nick use, so you don't rip your, you know, a lot of guys say I don't like really strong slip joints. Well, this is for you. This is about, I would call this like a 6.5 for me. Let's see if the other one's about the same. Yep. They feel very consistent. That's about a 6.5, and it is very easily pinchable. Walk and talk is fantastic. Again, we are flush in all three positions, flush closed. You can see the spring pops up and then goes back flush again. You can see pops up again and goes back flush again. Again, it keeps trying to focus on the other knife there. Sorry about that. Let's do it one more time, just because a lot of people wonder what this stuff means. So there you go. So the spring pops up, goes back flat, pops up, goes back flat, okay? And the reason we call this a sway back is obviously you see here the back of the handle sways upward, okay? And this is a sheep's foot style blade. It's just an old pattern. For those that don't know, sheep's foot blades are also actually used a ton these days in a lot of knives, including some of my Tempest and lots of like Devo and stuff like that. Have a beautiful swedge up here. Gorgeous. Andy wanted to definitely shout out the case loom fixer pattern, and that's exactly what he has done. Now let's check out. Now, guys, the deal is these drop on Black Friday, the 29th, okay? And they drop at dealers at 8 a.m. on the 29th of November, 2024 at 8 a.m. Again, I would say go over to traditionalpocketknives.com and use my link down in the description. Use my code KnivesFast10, and that will get you 10% off. Or you can wait till noon Eastern on the Rosecraft site, and you can get 10% off with code KnivesFast. So KnivesFast10 at TPK, KnivesFast at Rosecraft. I know I've screwed that up a few times recently, but that's okay. Again, first time with the Diamond Shield. Now, this guy has a 2.7-inch D2 blade with a brushed satin finish. Love the big heavy swedge on this one. And then we have 3.875 inches closed, 6.5 inches overall, and just 3.1 ounces. And again, guys, $60.99 for the rosewood, $62.99 for the rose madder red bone. Really, really stinking cool, if you ask me. Just a great, let's see, what can I compare it? Let's just do this. I'm going to get out two of my favorite Rosecrafts here for comparison's sake, because I've given away a lot of everything else. I keep giving too much of this stuff away. But there is your Nullichucky Jack, and here is your Tanasi Lake Teardrop. So for your size comparisons, there you go. And then, of course, on the channel, we always do the Ontario Rat 1. For those of you that know the Rat 1 and Rat 2, here you go. It's way smaller than the Rat 1 and a little bit smaller than the Rat 2. So what do you guys think of these? I think they're pretty dang slick, if you ask me. Now, again, they drop on the 29th of November, 2024, Black Friday. And they will be available at Traditional Pocket Knives for 10% off, code KnivesFast10, and at 8 a.m. and at noon at Rosecraft with code KnivesFast for 10% off. Would love to hear from you guys on these. Let's take one more beautiful look at each one. Love that grain on that wood. So well done. And here is your red bone. So gorgeous, even with my fingerprints. Now you can see that is something you need to bear in mind. These shiny knives like this with the really high intensity shiny satin do fingerprint quite a bit, and that's something to bear in mind. It's not a big deal to me, it's just something to know. So thanks to Andy for sending these guys, and don't forget to check them out. I've been showing them a little bit, and I think, to me, this is one of my favorite patterns just because of this fat, you know, I love this fat sheep's foot blade. We did have that lamb's foot recently that in the Senator that was so gorgeous, but this to me is a fantastic working pattern. You could do just about anything with that utility blade, and it would be great for slicing apples or anything you want to do with it for sure. So again, thanks to Andy from Rosecraft. Guys, check them out. Let me know what you think with a comment down below. Like this video, hit that notification bell, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. Oh wait, the Knives Fast channel. Have a good one, guys.